In related water matters, the impact of climate change on the water resources and supply in the region was the focal point at a two-day forum hosted by the Global Water Partnership Caribbean. CARICOM heads of government earlier this year committed to developing a strategy response to climate change and water. Global Water Partnership Caribbean has embarked on the development of a water climate program that will seek to implement solutions to the problems of water resource management in the region in the face of climate change.
You that are here are some of the key regional climate change players, and we hope that you will provide valuable input into the finalization of the implementation plan. The final plan will guide the interventions and actions implemented on the ground in various countries, and they will be focused on building resilience in the water sector. The focus is the water sector. Today I want to encourage us to not to take up sectoral or national positions, and let us try and put aside some of the climate change jargon and think outside of the box. Think Caribbean. Let our discussions and our plans and our actions be Caribbean focused, be Caribbean solution oriented. I have been around the climate change issue since the 1990s. And I believe the time has come for us to make decisions and take action to help our people.
While issues of climate change are discussed mostly by professionals in the field, the impact and cost to everyone is very real. Mr. Thompson noted that stress on the region's water supply is extremely high. Aged infrastructure, he points out, cannot handle the unseasonal weather phenomena currently being experienced.
Flooding, storm surges, drought, and sea level rise. The threats facing the regions are real. Facing the countries, facing the people are real. And it means that we have to improve management so that we can ensure that there is sustainable development. The fact is, adaptation to climate change is urgent, and water plays a pivotal role in it, both at the political level and at the community level. However, I hasten to add that the political world has not yet really recognized that water is pivotal. So as a consequence, we see adaptation measures in water management are often unrepresented in national plans or in international investment portfolios.
But in order for any real inroads to be made, there has to be a concerted push towards research and the training of professionals to analyze that data. Advocacy, both in the community, regional and international, must form part of the action plan.
What is a rise in temperature of 1 or 2 degrees for us in the islands when temperatures are always above 31 and 32 degrees Celsius? We cannot feel that increase to 32 or 33 degrees. We can only discern that change with a properly exposed thermometer. However, it is what that rise in temperature does to the global water cycle that is important to us in the Caribbean. Rising temperatures mean that air rises more rapidly into the atmosphere. It means more water vapor evaporates into the atmosphere, which makes the air more buoyant. This increased convective cycle makes for a more enhanced hydrological cycle, producing more heavy rainfall events, longer dry seasons, more droughts and heat waves, and changes in the onset, ending, and duration of the wet and dry seasons. Our farmers and fisherfolk tell us the seasons are out of whack.
The viability of water companies in the region also came into focus, with St. Lucia's permanent secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development underscoring the socio-economic factors that drown out the ability to provide quality service.
We have a water tariff that does not truly reflect the cost of providing potable water. We have high levels of non-revenue water. In the case of St. Lucia, we believe it's around 50%. I heard that it may be higher in several other Caribbean countries. And of course, with respect to climate change, we are very vulnerable to natural disasters. In fact, the OECS is rated quite high in terms of vulnerability on a global scale to natural disasters. And of course, as identified by Dr. Fuller, we recently experienced a severe drought followed by a hurricane which impacted severely on our water infrastructure and our ability to provide potable water to our population.
The two-day workshop was the first forum that examined climate change and the effects on water in the region.